What's going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a hidden area of the market that I believe could see massive growth due to a couple of things that I'm going to be talking about. The market that I'm talking about is celebrity sports cards, or celebrity cards, I should say. And I'm going to be breaking down why I believe they are an amazing low risk, high reward opportunity in the market. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. All right, guys. So, as you guys know, if you guys are unaware, there have been a lot of cards that have dropped over the years of celebrities that aren't quite in the sports card space that have been really overshadowed. You look at guys like Hulk Hogan. You of course have the ultimate, you know, grail in terms of celebrity sports cards, which is Jay-Z's Topps Chrome rookie or card in general from 2005. So this card has had some extremely high highs. It was a card that was extremely popular during the whole sports card bubble, a lot of people like to call it, during the pandemic. So this card, for example, gold refractor in a PSA 9, this card was at one point a $5,000 card, and it's currently down to around $1,500-ish. So there has been a lot of hype for celebrity cards that have really calmed down over the recent years. Why I believe it's an incredible long-term, low-risk, high-reward opportunity is just where we are headed overall with the sports card space and with the space in general. Of course, you've got Fanatics in charge. Fanatics has a lot of connections with a lot of celebrities, and what they are essentially doing is they are bringing in a lot of new products. They're bringing in a lot of new opportunities. They're mixing things up a little bit. You see what's happening with Topps now, and what they're doing. And my kind of bold prediction is that they're going to try to replicate what we see in sports cards with overall pop culture cards. And I think a lot of what we could see with that is a lot of these older celebrity cards go up a lot in price. You look at guys like Justin Bieber, guys like Drake, guys like Jay-Z, guys who are super popular in pop culture. Of course, you can look at people like Taylor Swift, who've got such a strong fan base. I personally, when it comes to these cards, like to target autograph cards just because they always have the inherent value of the person's autograph. So, like a Justin Bieber autograph, even if it's on, a photo or whatever it's on, is going to hold a base level of value because it is a Justin Bieber autograph. And so you do not see these very often. They're priced very low because, first of all, the pop counts of these older celebrity autographs are super, super low. You do not see these cards popping up. You see a Justin Bieber autograph from America Private Signings, not a branded, not a proper branded card, but, this card has pretty much around 20 cards graded across both grading platforms, BGS and PSA. And, this card's currently right now, alt says the PSA 9 is around, $460 to $470 card. So you're seeing prices pretty low for a lot of celebrity cards. Even if you look at people with the ultimate power, and fame, such as Taylor Swift, you're not seeing her cards go for too much. I just don't think there's too much collectability in that market right now. I do think if Fanatics changes things and starts bringing in more celebrity cards that become popular for new sets, the older sets could benefit greatly. I think this is something that I don't see going down much in value. Like, I just don't see, Pop 19, Kanye, Taylor Swift, one of the most iconic moments in pop culture from Topps, in a PSA 10 being less than what it's currently valued at. But I see a lot of upside, as these two continue to be some of the most popular people in pop culture, and as pop culture cards continue to gain popularity. I would personally recommend going after more licensed products. So if you look at Topps and Upper Deck and, actual solidified products, I see a lot of upside in the rare, cards of these, the cards that don't really pop up. So like the gold for Jay-Z's out of 99. You've got some autos out of his. from Topps Pristine that I think are really good bets. You're seeing a couple different cards of his that I believe are going to see great growth in the long term. I believe his Superfractor did have a sale that did get a lot of publicity. I believe it was on Golden, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just double check that. But I think overall, holding these cards like that, all it takes is one post from any of these celebrities on their social media, or one recognition, or one big sale, and I think it could turn a lot of heads. And I think that's kind of what we saw happen a little bit in 2021 when we saw a lot of these cards take off. It was mainly that Jay-Z Superfractor sale and a couple other sales that caught a lot of attention in investors' markets. And I know a lot of people who are buying these up for the long term and just stashing them away. These are cards that we don't really see pop up. We don't see them being super relevant cards right now. But I think in the long term, if Fanatics can continue to innovate, if these cards, if there are any modern sets that gain popularity, these are going to be the sets that I think greatly benefit and are like the iconic OG cards of that kind of sector of the market. So I personally am looking for cards like these, stashing them away for the long term. I think worst case, they are break even. Best case, they take off. And this could be, this card right here, I think could be one of the most iconic cards of the celebrity card space if celebrity cards take off. And if that's the case, who knows what the upside could be. I mean, we saw this card right here in a 9.5 sell for over $13,000 back in 2022 with just a little bit of attention towards Jay-Z, and now they've kind of come down a lot. They've come down, over 80%. And if Jay-Z's, if celebrity cards are back in the spotlight, I could see this card climbing back to where it was, if not higher. If one post or one recognition, if Jay-Z's actually one who is buying these cards and holding them, or if anything along those lines happen, even with Michael Rubin, with Fanatics, with their promotions, what they're doing for a lot of other cards. We saw, of course, like the Travis Scott release earlier this year with Topps, and what they're doing right now with Topps Chrome. So I just think a lot of what we're seeing right now is headed towards that direction with Fanatics, where they're going more after pop culture than just sports. I think they're seeing great opportunity with their connections, and with guys like Travis Scott even showing up to Fanatics Fest, showing up to a quote unquote sports card show. I think stuff like that just always helps with people getting into these releases. These releases sold out right away, and they're still holding great value. For the rare cards of these sets, they're getting graded by PSA. And I think if we start to see a Travis Scott card come out and sell for $100,000, then I think people are going to look at Jay-Z's and be like, why are they so cheap comparatively? And they're both Topps products. And, I think we're going to start to see a lot of that chatter over the next couple of years. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with Topps. But I think where they're headed with this, could be towards, a boom in prices for celebrity sports cards. I'm not out here to make bold predictions of where I see these prices going, but we see when new releases come out with Topps right now, and their marketing is extremely good. I think if any of these products take off and get a repost from guys like Travis Scott or Drake or whoever gets their card, Jay-Z, I just think we're going to see the tide change a lot. So it's just my personal hypothesis. I think these are cards that are super great long-term holds, especially if you can just hold on to an auto. I don't see a Jay-Z, Topps autograph going for under a couple $1,000s, but I could see the massive upside if they do get taken, into account, and pop culture cards can, truly have the future that I believe they will. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you guys learned anything. Let me know if you guys own any pop culture cards. Some cards that are not of sports players, but of more celebrities and public figures. You got even guys like Elon Musk having some cards out there that are being graded by PSA right now. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys see this being a future? Do you guys see Topps continuing to make celebrity cards, and do you think they will gain popularity? And if so, what do you guys think of these older players? Or I shouldn't say players. I'm so used to saying players, but these older figures. But I hope y'all enjoy this video, and other than that, I'm out. Peace.